But what this video is every week. It used to be you had to get to go through certain trials, not trials of Osiris, but certain trials in your quests to get to this particular weekly bounty. And then you would have like 5 total weekly bounties, and the last bounty was to complete the 5. And it's changed quite a bit now. This, I think, drops for everyone after they hit level 1, or it's either level 1 or level 3 in Crucible. And I can see, I'm at level 10, so I couldn't tell you exactly which one. But this particular week is for Clash, which is the old school, just 6v6 players. And the rewards supposedly are considered nightfall quality rewards. I don't think I've ever really gotten anything phenomenal other than on Xbox One. I think I've gotten some exotics occasionally and stuff. So I guess yes and no. I haven't gotten the whole like 21 3 of coins or 20 special coins or any of that stuff. But I take this every week. I've got some of them actually reserved on other characters. You can pick it up every week and not do it, so you could have a whole stack of them. And then if you want to grind away one weekend and just constantly play, you can kill a bunch of them out, and it helps rank you up. So accept this. This is for I've got to finish 7 matches, get 50 kills, assist 25 times, and ability kills 25. So I am a warlock, and on this character, and the build that I use is Voidwalker with Voidfang vestments, and my Voidwalker layout is with Axion bolts. And the main reason I use Axion bolts is that if you were to shoot a person a couple of times and they run off, if you throw the grenade toward them, the Axion bolt follows them and it will kill them. So it's a great grenade to use actually in Crucible, as long as you're moving, and that's the key to staying alive in Crucible, is to move. The jump doesn't really matter, whatever suits your taste. I normally use Focus Burst, I use Blink and Rift. And then for my Nova Bomb I use Vortex. And the main reason I use Vortex is the Nova Bomb Shatter will project in 3 projectiles, so it spreads out your Nova Bomb. Especially if you're far enough away, it will cover a wide area. That's great. Lance is, just like the hunter shooting their arrow, it's straight and to the point. However, with Vortex, as long as you get used to it, the cool thing with Vortex is whenever it hits and it sits. So if you see a Titan pop a bubble, if you drop this on top of them, the initial burst will pop the bubble, and then it sits there, so whoever's under it will die. And I use, for my melee, I use Lifesteal, simply because most of the time if I'm in close quarters, I'm getting my ass handed to me. And if I have my melee up and I hit someone, Lifesteal will drain and replenish a portion of my health, which is kind of nice. Toughness and speed, because you're a warlock, you can't run quite as fast as a hunter, so you need all the speed that you need, especially in Clash. And toughness just lets you take an extra hit or 2 sometimes. You can also just do it on recovery and toughness. It helps you recover a little faster if you're used to hitting and running. I use Annihilate because it increases the size of the Nova Bomb and grenades. When I'm doing Control, this comes in handy with Vortex, because you can hop into, with Blink, you can hop into a control area that people are guarding, drop your bomb, your vortex bomb, lasts a little longer and increases the size with Annihilate, and they sit there and die. I got a couple of clips of that I'll post soon. You also have Angry Magic, which tracks your energy, or tracks your enemies. Sorry, need more beer. Angry Magic tracks your enemies. I find that useless personally. And then increase the duration of your energy drain can help, but not so much in Crucible whenever things are moving pretty fast. Ancestral Order I use just because it gives a little more to, or it balances out your armor, recovery, and agility, whereas the other two do not. And then Vortex Mastery increases the range of your Axion bolts, which I use, and the duration of your Nova Bomb, which I also use. Okay, with that said, I do want to explain quickly, and this is also, again, not for year 3 players. This is for year 1 players who aren't used to playing PvP, for people who have been playing Destiny that are afraid of playing PvP because they're just not that great. I can tell you I'm not that great. I started out really not that great with an average kill-death ratio of like between 0.2 and a 0.4. And I was horrible. I didn't understand or think of any of this stuff. And so as I started playing more, I started paying more attention to it. And I am not a melee person, and that's why my strength is as low as it gets. So my strength every 55 minutes allows me to have an increased melee with energy drain. However, my intellect, which allows my Nova Bomb cool-off period to be as fast as possible, is every 4 minutes. So even if I don't kill anyone at any given time, every 4 minutes I'm going to have my Nova Bomb. So ideally, if your PvP match goes 3 times right at the very end of that PvP match, you will have 1 Nova Bomb. If you kill, it's going to add to that time. So you could technically have, if you're killing a lot, 4 Nova Bombs before the end of your match. It's very rare. Discipline. It allows the cooldown time for your grenade to be at, mine is maxed at 300. So every 25 minutes I have a grenade. Every 25 minutes I can toss an Axion bolt. And it's very beneficial for me. I also use as the exotic Voidfang Vestments simply because it spawn every time I die. Even if I'm playing with Arc or Solar, every time I die when I spawn, and if you're not great at PvP, this is a great perk to have. Every time you spawn, you have a grenade. Doesn't matter what class you're carrying. So I always use Voidfang Vestments for PvP because I get that extra grenade when I spawn from a death, and in this case my Axiom bolts gain an additional seeker, so it actually has 3 instead of 2. And then lastly, one thing that I do use that I take full advantage of is the Memory of Galleon, and it grants basically third eye. So if I don't have a gun that has third eye, then it's a great item to use. The guns that I use, you can get this from the gunsmith. This is an amazing gun. I have one with a much better roll on my Xbox One that I will eventually show a video on, but this is a great roll for the DIS 43. It's hammer forged, so it increases your range. Oiled frame decreases your range, increases your reload speed. Full auto, so you just point and click. And you have speed reload, which increases your range, lowers your stability though. And if you're not really that great at using or at PvP in general, you really need the stability, and that's where injection mold comes in. My secondary, I typically will float between a fusion rifle or a sniper. I honestly rarely use my secondary at all. I use Truth for my heavy, along with boots that carry more heavy or rocket launcher ammunition. So your boots, you want it to, or your leg armor, you want to make sure that if you're carrying a rocket launcher, use something that carries more rocket launcher ammo. If you're carrying a machine gun, then something that carries more machine gun ammo. It allows you to have more ammo. So that's my loadout, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up a couple of bounties that I hope I get on top of my Crucible trip. So 3 special kills. I don't use special that much, so I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not using the storm collar. Highest fire team score. This is great if you are playing with another person. I'm not. I'm solo. I'm not playing Rift, so these two are not really used. And then win any Crucible match with an individual score of 2,500 points. I'll take it. I may not get it. I don't know. Just kind of depends on how the PvP gods go today. So that's my layout for pretty much playing Clash. And let's get some Clash going. This week is Mayhem Clash. So we're actually going to have to, we can still use this, but I'm not going to play Mayhem Clash now because it doesn't really define what Clash, or how Clash really works. So I'll do that here in another couple of matches. So I'm just going to go to standard Clash. So 6 versus 6 death match, and we'll see how we do. Again, I'm not great at Crucible. Some games I can have a 1.0, some games I can have a 0.2, some games I can have a 3, 4.0, depending on who you're playing and the map. And my best advice to you, if you're new to playing PvP, is to learn the damn maps, and not just learning the map. You don't want to just go into a private match and run around the map and try to figure out what you think is best. You really just have to play and see where people come from and what directions they come in, and are there alternate entrances or exits that those opponents will be using. And then you also have to learn your teams. There's a few different styles that teams play, even as individuals, and I mostly play individual. So there's a few different times, or a few different styles that you have to learn. So when you spawn, you see where your team is going, and if you're new to this and you're going to use a loadout similar to mine, it might be best to follow your teammates, stay kind of behind, use that scout rifle for distance, stay away from these guys that run through with shotguns, because that's the meta right now, the Matador, and the pulse rifles that don't quite have the distance that your scout rifle does. And just kind of stay behind and pick off what's left over after your teammates run into it. Another thing that you want to get used to is finding what head level is. Again, not an expert, but I've noticed that if you find the head level of people that are coming through doors, and as soon as you see that door open, you start shooting, they walk into that shot, it just gives you the advantage, the upper hand for that moment. So this is Pantheon. This is great for sniper and scout rifle, and I'll show you why. Hopefully I don't get totally decimated here. But what I'm looking for again is my Crucible bounty, which has nothing to do with secondary. It's primary assisted ability kills. Okay? Pantheon is very long.
Stick together, team.
So it works great with a scout rifle. There's two sides. One is just a long hallway, which I'll take a look at first. This is right about where head level is. This guy's got, I don't know what he's got. You see, I tossed my grenade. I hurt someone. They either backed off. Now they're down. It's a sniper, you can see.
Gained the lead.
I'm watching where my team players are. Regain myself. So now I know that players are going to be coming down this corridor, but always keep an eye on. Always keep an eye on who's going to be where. I didn't move around as much as I should. Snake Plissken sniping. He's crouching, and I'll show you a great defense for snipers. Keep an eye on that radar. There's someone over here. Toss that grenade. You're done. They get hurt a little bit. Got two people there. Stay out of the way. Just be patient. Wait for that grenade to die down. Push forward. So even if I didn't kill him with that grenade, if I weakened him, my teammate, there's two people that were on that side, my teammate I could have taken him out and I would have gotten 50 points, or 50 points bonus on that. So now I notice that my team is pushing, so now they're starting to spawn behind me. Just make sure you learn that head level. Since my team is pushed, that means our spawn point is over on the opposite side. I'm going to move back over here. Watch the radar. Toss. Do I see it go? No, that means he's run off. He's out of range from my radar. Get away from his. Get away. Now I'm supercharged. I normally don't use my supercharge right off the hop because I like to see where there's 2 or 3 people in. I'm not a great sniper, but I'm learning. You want to learn that head height? If someone just spawned invisible, beware where you're at. Or they didn't spawn invisible, they're super. That's invisible. He's coming this way. Okay, they followed him. And he had a shotgun. I was going to go melee him. Headshots. Throw that. They followed him. They damaged him. You have to shoot that second one. And trust me, I am not great with
Heavy
a
ammo
sniper.
inbound.
You just get used to it. Okay, no one from our team looks like they're going for this heavy. So I'm going to defend myself. Oh, we
Heavy
got one
ammo
person, so I'm
available.
going to go ahead and take the heavy. Equip it. And use it. And the cool thing with the truth, you get 3 shots instead of 2. Another thing you want to do is get back, regroup yourself. Just don't keep running into the mix. They don't know if you've used it or not. Keep an eye on your radar. Go to the other hallway. None of this is helping my bounty, but I'm at least helping my teammates in the game.
Double kill.
Right, that's what I'm after. Get out of there. They killed me anyway. That's okay though. I got some orbs of light. Got my super. Just stay back away.
One final push and victory is yours. 5 minutes remaining.
So he says 5 minutes remaining, but he's already playing the death march. And this game's going to be over soon. Snake Plissken, huh? So now I know the game's going to be over real soon. Ah, too late.
More efforts like that, and we might
Would have been
just
nice to
win
get
this.
off the super. But we won the game. So average game, nothing phenomenal. Didn't get the points I needed, but that's okay. And let's take a look at what we've done with our... So we got 1 game down, not very many primary kills, but a lot of assists, and not very many ability kills. So that's something I'll work on, and we'll catch up a little bit later and see how we're doing, okay? As long as I'm above 1, I feel okay about it. 195. So, not really that great as far as light level goes. But, and it doesn't really look like the perks are that great, but, you know, it's a gun. We'll see what the next one brings. Oh.
Lightly.
But let's see what we did. 2.3 KDR is pretty great. Strange coins. You know, these guys down here probably need to work on distance. Maybe, let's see if we can, if we have time. Auto rifle, probably not a good one to use there. Let's see what some of them used. And especially when you're starting, I understand using an auto rifle in PvP. Because you really aren't used to using too much. Pulse rifle's okay. It's not that great for that particular map. The last word, again, not that great. It's close quarters. This person should be on the anomaly with a sword because it's close quarters, no range. So, not trying to trash anybody or anything, just trying to give examples of how to deal with each map. There's a couple of maps that I'll use pulse rifles on.
Is not a challenge to be taken
Wow.
lightly.
Catch me outside, how about that? So 1.0, that's saying I basically, for every kill I got, I had a death, which is okay. Yeah, it's not negative. I need 3 more matches, and in those 3 more matches I have to get 11 more primary kills and 8 more ability kills.
And we might just win this.
So 0.73 KDR, not so great. Snake Plissken didn't do so great either. So what did, let's see, this guy kept killing everybody. Last word, you know, it's like a common thing. So how did we do? I think we got 2 more games to go. Got all the assisted, need 5 more primary, 4 more ability. So we're looking really good. Looks like we're just gonna play out and be done.
It's a start. Good work.
It's not as common as in Crucible getting an exotic as it is in other farming methods, which I'm going to do maybe today. I'll make a farming video. 2.11 KDR, not bad. Snake Plissken got a win. Curious as to what he uses. Must be just really good. Younger people have that fast twitch. They can play a lot harder. Auto rifles would be good in the Drifter. The last Crucible match that we did. It's great for auto rifles. Shotguns, those close quarter games. So I should just have one more bounty, or one more thing to do to finish this bounty, and that is finish one more match. Should be able to get this in before my kids come home and start screaming through the house. Fill my e-cig with some juice. One thing I made a mistake on while I'm doing this, because it's been recording for a while, I should have popped a, which I don't have, so it doesn't really matter, it's a Crucible reputation booster to help that Crucible reputation go up. But I didn't. As many times as Bungie throws you into the middle of a match, I have not experienced this through these 7 matches that I've gone through. The 84 minutes of actual gameplay plus time in between the games. So probably an hour and a half. 2 hours, maybe not 2 hours, hour and a half time. I've gone through the 7 matches. It's not bad. Hour and a half grind.
Victory is a matter of will.
This is another great one for not being able to jump in. But another great one for taking your time. And watching your back.
You're in the lead. Lost the lead.
Because of me.
The lead.
Control the hallway in this, you know, a lot of times people rush out. If your team were to stay in the hallway, you would own. That happen a lot. When you play solo, it's hard to know where your team goes, so it's more difficult. A lot more difficult.
You're falling behind.
don't know what he was doing.
You're in the
Got my
lead.
5-kill streak going. That's not yours, you can shoot it. No one there. Got my super, so I might do some sacrificial stuff here. And then invite them in. Not gonna waste my...
Let them burn in your light.
So you get a relentless, got 10 kills. They shut me down. Now you gotta find a new spot. That sucks.
Heavy ammo inbound.
Yep. Do everything I
Heavy
can
ammo
to
available.
get this. I wonder if we all got heavy. Again, using truth because it has 3 shots instead of 1, or instead of 2. Seems like my team is kind of, some of the folks on my team are kind of getting the idea. Just a few hundred more and I'll have a 2,500 point. Low in health, I'm not going to charge in. Okay, simple as that. One more kill and I'll have my 2,500 bonus. don't even think I need that.
Only 5 minutes left.
Got my 25. Got lucky.
Finish them.
Pick up that orb. You know, if you're looking for good ratings or ranking, then yeah, you can lay low. I'm not.
More efforts like that, and we might just win this.
So, just there to help the team out, no matter what. We should have pretty decent KDR. 2.5. Not bad. And got again. And since I'm done with my quest, I'm going to leave. I'm going to equip the highest light level. Which I think that's it. We come over here. Catch that. Get rid of things here. Let's see, so I got a few engrams, a few items. Okay, so I have 25 strange coins, 204 motes of light, 197 legendary marks. I have 23 coins. Let's see what this Nightfall equivalent gives me. 1 strange coin and ill will. So not quite as good as Nightfall rewards, at least in my opinion. Even though I rarely play Nightfall, the rewards I get from there are pretty great. Ill will has rangefinder, great for range. Snapshot. Explosive rounds are great for PvE. And Luck in the Chamber, 1 random bullet causes considerable bonus damage. Again, great for PvE. Okay, so all in all, not too bad. Kind of a long video. Let's go back to the tower, make sure that I'm not missing anything. Have some more beer, and we'll make another video shortly.